Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. It is January 21st, 2026, and we've got breaking news. Actually, we've kind of got an alert. Yep. Yeah. Some of you guys are going to be in trouble. Why are you going to be in trouble? I'll tell you why. There's a lot of misinformation going around. Apparently, as always, false information is making its way around social media. This time, it is about the vape ban in Mexico. Now, a lot of people are sharing, you know, information that if you are going to Mexico on a cruise and you have a vape and you get off the ship, you could be arrested and face up to 12 years in prison. Not true. That's not true. That's not true. I have actually been to the official government webpage for Mexico. I've actually read the quote from Mexican Senator Monreal. And let me tell you something, guys. Stop spreading misinformation. You guys are getting your information from content creators who are just trying to create engagement, and they're not sharing all of the information with you guys. So I'm going to share with you the information that you need. Now, yes, Mexico has placed a ban on the sale, production, manufacture, import, and export of vapes and electronic cigarettes. That went into effect January 16th. Now, according to a quote in the La Prensa newspaper, based on the official Gazette of the Federation, which is the government newspaper, um, they said that, and I quote, they were quoting they were quoting Senator Monreal. Okay, um, so it says here that the provision that the Congress provided is that it established the acquisition for marketing purposes, preparation, production, manufacture, mixing, conditioning, yada yada, export, trade, distribution of electronic cigarettes, vapes, or other analogous analogous systems or devices, including those that are disposable or single use of electronic cigarettes, vapes, is prohibited throughout the national territory. That means you cannot manufacture one, you cannot distribute one as a manufacturer, you cannot sell a vape, and you cannot possess the amount of vapes that would be considered for distribution. Now, the published decree also establishes the prohibition of advertising or propaganda for the consumption of electronic cigarettes, vapes, and other similar systems or devices through any printed, digital, television, radio, or any other means of communication. The health authority may carry out the verification, the application of security measures, and the sanitary disposal of electronic cigarettes, vapes, and other similar systems or devices. Congressman Monreal, Ricardo Monreal, leader of the Morena party, assured that this reform is not punitive. If you don't know what punitive is, go look it up. Google that. I'm kidding. I'm being a little sassy. The law. Now this is translated into English, okay? Because I could read it to you in Spanish, but most of you aren't going to understand it. The law, let's be clear, does not criminalize consumption or individual possession. That is to say, if a young person is smoking that electronic cigarette, there is no problem. Yes, that also includes older people, not just young people, because I know how you guys are. If they carry 2 cigarettes in their wallet, there is also no problem of a criminal nature or of them being detained. The measure is directed against the business, against those who manufacture, distribute, sell, and advertise these products, including these vapes, which are very harmful. Their public health office has already deemed it unhealthy and a health hazard towards people in general of Mexico, and they are going along the guidelines of the World Health Organization. So, just to clear it up, it still has to pass Congress. It still has to pass Congress. It has passed the Senate in Mexico, but it still has to pass the Mexican Congress. It's probably going to pass. But what does that mean for you as a guest on a cruise line or a cruise ship that is going into Mexico? Now, I don't know about airlines. I don't know about flying and bringing it in through customs in an airport. This is just for cruise passengers. If you have a vape and you're in Mexico and you are in an area where they allow smoking, like cigarette smoking, and you pull out your vape and you and blow out a 50 square meter cloud of vapor, you're not going to be arrested and you're not going to be facing 12 years in prison. So stop spreading the news, the false news. Okay. So in a nutshell, that's a quick 6.5 minutes. We'll make it 7 minutes just to make it even, just to recap what I said and what I've said in the beginning of this video. There is a website, laprensa.mx, and they are quoting Senator or Congressman Ricardo Monreal, who is the leader of the Morena party. And he is quoted as detailing exactly how it is not punitive. It is not meant to arrest people and throw them in prison because they have a vape. So stop sensationalizing this. It is not true. You are not going to prison if you have a vape in your possession in Mexico as a cruise guest. Okay, good. Is that all right? Yeah. Does it make you feel better? It should. You should definitely feel better. You should. Yes. We're all there to have a good time, and the government of Mexico is not passing this law to be punitive. Okay. And if you want the links, all you got to do is comment on this video. Do me a favor. If you know somebody that vapes, share this video. That way they have the accurate information. Mr. Smiley Face out. Have a good night. And remember, hashtag no grumpy faces, hashtag share the love. All right.